everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if this is your first time here, my name is Melissa. Welcome. I'm wearing a lot of pink, it's my favourite colour. Yay! Anyway, today, as you can see by the title, today, I'm testing a lot of Fenty. A lot of this is brand new to me. I got contacted by a PR company and they sent me lots of lovely bits, which was like one of the most exciting days of 2020, let's be honest, for me anyway. And Tash, one of my sexy sausages, sent me a bronzer and a blush, which I'm going to be trying out, and yeah, we're just going to be doing first impressions, fun, all Fenty, full face, apart from my foundation and concealer, but I'll explain that later on. Yeah, we're going to do this look here. It's not really about the look, it's about the products. So usually I do, do a lot more, I would say, to the eyes and stuff, but it's not about that, it's just how they perform. So if you want to see me test out a bunch of Fenty stuff for the first time, have a bit of fun, play with pink, keep on watching. Let's jump into this. I'm so excited. Very excited actually. So yeah, I'm very pale. I've got my base on. I'm wearing my NARS Natural Radiant Foundation in Mont Blanc and my Benefit Cakeless Concealer. It's obviously creasing around my eyes. Everything will on me. But until I set it, we're just going to live with it. So the first product I'm going to go in with, I'm very excited. It is the cream Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer. That's the packaging, and this is what it looks like. This one's actually in the shade 01 Amber, which looks like a really nice cream contour. I've not even touched these. Yeah, that looks like a good contour shade for me for sure. I've got no powder on my skin. We're going to be doing a lot of cream products, which is odd for me, but Raw Beauty Kristi just like sparked this thing in me that I need to play with creams more. This is very cool toned. This is like bordering on grey, but in like a good way for my complexion. I am pale, like I said. My shade in the NARS is Mont Blanc, and it's actually probably a pinch too dark for me, but I can't ever get it right. I'm not using my Fenty base products just because honestly they're not my favourite. And I felt like if I used them, I wouldn't be giving the rest of this stuff a really good run because I'd be like not loving my base. So I wanted to put on a base that I just know I love, and therefore I think everything else will come out better, I hope. Yes, very, very cool toned. Very, probably one of the coolest tones I've got in my whole collection, to be honest. Might put a wee bit on the jaw. It's not massively pigmented, but it is obviously adding that shadow that we want. It's blending very beautifully. I've literally got no issues with the blending. I would say, like, I've been using my Huda one a lot recently, the Tan Tour, and I only kind of dip into that once and that does my whole face. I've dipped into this multiple times, but that's really, I mean, I don't care. Nice under there, tiny bit, and then I'll do my nose as well. I might go in with a little bit more concealer after I do my nose contour because I usually need to, but I'm just trying to test it all out. So let's do a full nose contour, even though it's not my forte. This blends so easy. Yeah, if you're pale, I feel like this amber shade is perfection. I like that. I like that a lot. I think on some skin tones that will look terrible just because of the very greyness of it, but I am loving it personally. I would probably like a slightly deeper shade as well, just because I quite like a heavy contour, but you know. So then we have the bronzer. This is in 02 Butter Biscuits, same packaging. This was so kindly sent to me by Tash. She is a sexy sausage. I've not touched this yet. That is the colour there. That is amber. So you can see this one's a lot more warm. I'm going to use my Real Techniques 004. This is the Blush Crush for this bronzer. I feel like I've got hairs everywhere. I'm excited but so nervous. I've wanted this for like a long time now, and what if I don't like it? What if I can't blend it? Because everything is creams and nothing is set, I'm patting, I'm really not swiping. I'll do like this side of my face, how I usually bronze, and then see what I think compared to the other side. This is actually a real nice brush for doing this. It's just kind of stippling it on. Bronzed up this side, not this side. That definitely looks better. It looks very natural, which I think is just the allure of cream products. They just do look better on the skin. More like they sink in and they kind of mesh with your actual skin. Let me just put a bit like over here. Give me that kind of really bronzed, been in the sun look, which I kind of have been a little bit. That's so pretty. It's very natural. I actually think I probably could go a shade darker, potentially. But this will work on my very pale days, because this foundation, like I said, it's ever so slightly too dark, but not by that much. So when I am at my paler shadeness, this will be perfect. I feel like my skin looks really glorious and like healthy. You know, like model skin where they don't look like they're in that much makeup, but they just look bronzy and healthy and gorgeous. I feel like that's what my skin looks like right now. Okay, that was beautiful. I like that as well. Next up we've got highlight. Oh, I'm so excited. I've actually got this first. This is the Matchstick Glow Skin Stick in the shade Pearl. That's the box. This is what it looks like. It's chunkier than I thought it would be, which is exciting. How much product do we get if I... Not that much, but I find that with a lot of high-end products. I did swatch this and it just looks... Oh, it's... in the light it's like ever so slightly pinkish, but really it looks just like a clear kind of glossiness. So I'm just gonna like tap this on with my finger, just like where I would highlight anyway. I'm just hoping it doesn't disturb anything underneath. Can you see that? I think you can see that. What does the other side look like? Feels kind of a little oily, but it's not like unpleasant, it's just, yeah, a little oily feeling. Cream highlight's not something I usually go for, cream or liquid, but I just want to use this and see what I think. I would never just like swipe it on with a stick because, come on, that is asking for trouble. This is what I imagine like a glossy product must be like. It's like almost nothingy, but it just gives you that kind of like modelly shine, you know? Am I more glow? I think I am more glowy, but not like in a, oh, she's got a lot of highlight on, just in a very like, her skin is luminous kind of way. I wouldn't say it's disrupted anything, but I also wouldn't say I can see like any colour, but it does look like very clear. And I think it's supposed to kind of be like that. So that I'm not so sure of, just because it's a product here that I'm just unsure of. I am now going to powder, and I'm using my very beloved Fenty, obviously, powder in Butter, if it would focus. I've had this for ages and I've spoken about it a lot. No, I'm not. Hold on. Hold the phone. Another product, another beautiful present from Tash. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush, and she picked the shade Fuego Flush 01, and I know she put a lot of thought into it because she knows how I feel about peach blushes, and this is like intensely peach. I'm actually doing a bit of a pink look today, so I'm not sure that this is going to go perfectly, but I want to try it. Oh, that's pretty. I might just use that same brush that I use for bronzer. I am a bit worried about this. Let's tap it on. Oh my goodness, that colour. Don't know if you can see it very well yet. That colour is everything. Once again, I'm tapping, certainly not swiping. I was honestly quite worried that this would be so intense I couldn't wear it, because it looks like it'll work really well for like deeper skin tones, but it's quite sheer. Like, it's not super pigmented, but it is there, you can see it. I think on this side I might like try patting it on my finger. See, like, there's the colour there, and then using like my sponge to blend it out and see how that works. Just to try. I think it went on beautifully with a brush though. Yeah, I prefer it with a brush. Oh my goodness. That is tangerine peachy gloriousness. I will say, I feel like my e.l.f. blush in Glistening Peach gives a very similar effect. Not the same colour, but I've used that now a couple of times, and I wouldn't say that this blush is like so superior to it. I think maybe cream blushes are kind of like powder blushes, so they're all kind of made a bit equal. Oh, that is such a pretty colour though. I am in love with it. Right, now I'm going to go in with that powder. I feel like Robert would not mind my makeup today. I'm not going to use like a lot of powder, but I just want to get rid of these under eyes looking like this. And there we go. See, not too much. I'm going to do my eyelids as well. It's just the mood that I'm in. Usually I do eyeshadow on a wet base, but... And then I'll grab my favourite powder brush, the Real Technique 003, and just like a wee bit more powder. And I'm definitely going to just get my T-zone. I'm not really going to try and powder the perimeter of my face, but it's certainly this T-zone area. Yeah, like that's all I'm going to do with powder, which is weird. That powder smells real good. If you've ever wondered what it smells like, it smells real good. Not quite as like, it's not as cotton candy-ish as the Jeffree Star, but it's like more vanilla cupcake beautifulness. I am literally in love with that blush, the colour of it. Right, what will we do now? Well, I've actually got a powder highlighter. This is my very first ever powder highlighter from Fenty. Where's the box? This is the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. I said to the lovely girl at the PR company that I'm just very pale, so whatever would work. And I have never had a Fenty highlighter. No, that's why I do have a Fenty highlighter. I've got this super gold one. I've only ever swatched it like on my hand because it doesn't work on my face. But I'm gonna swatch this. They look very different. Like this one looks like it's gonna be subtle, even though it's not. And then this one looks a bit more pink and like it might have like micro glitters in it. So this is the like more subtle side. I've swatched that on a really, oh wow. I swatched that top one on a weird place. Look at that. Look at that. They are gorgeous. Top one's a lot more champagne, the bottom one is more pink. I think I'll try the champagne one. Hold on, I need some hydration. Yeah, I think I'm going to try this more champagne-y side first. We might amp it up. My skin like is really still moist, so I'm going to still like tap rather than swipe. I just don't want to disrupt anything. Oh, this is looking subtle, you know. I mean, that's not a bad thing. Some days you do just want a more subtle look, don't you? It's not something I say often on this channel. We are definitely going to amp this up, I can assure you. It's there, it's pretty, but I don't think either side, like this side's not touched and this side is. I don't think it looks that much different. Okay, so that's the more subtle side. I want to try this because I feel like this is going to be a lot more impressive. Yeah, I mean, you can already see it, can't you? Oh my goodness. That's stunning. Okay, yeah, that's my favourite side. Probably not a shock to anyone, especially if you've tried these, that I would like this side of it better. Yeah, it's a stunning highlight. It really is. Is it a favourite? Probably not, and it probably wouldn't be. Nothing wrong with it. I've just tried others that have impressed me a bit more, just for one reason or another, but it's not super texture highlighty. It's, I mean, it is highlighting my texture, but that's because I've got texture and that's what's going to happen. But is it stunning? Yeah, absolutely. And you get like a, you know, daytime one and a nighttime one. Not that that applies on this channel, but you know, I am glowing. I got my old trusty In the Sun bronzer. I got this a while ago as well, and I really like it. It is kind of one of those ones that I save for best. I'm going to use it today. I liken this a lot to my Benefit Hula Light. Very kind of similar shade. And I'm just going to pat this on as well, just for a bit more bronze, just so I feel like that other one's maybe slightly, it's just more subtle, and a powder bronzer on top. I'm just going to amp it up a little bit. I think the like cream contour, cream bronzer is a really good base, I guess, for powder bronzer, but probably not a step I would do every day, whereas I tend to cream contour most days. I really do like this bronzer. Great formula, great shade range, as with everything with Fenty. There we go. Let's just warm me up a little pinch. And I feel like that looks real nice. My skin is looking so nice. Like, I really like it. I'm going to use the setting spray just because I would anyway. But a glowy one, I've actually got this Pixie Rose Glow Mist that I picked out my drawer. This is the next one I'm going to try and finish up. Spray this on. I think my skin looks really good. My under eyes could probably do with a bit more powder, but I really don't want to pack it on. But like, look at that glow. I think just things look quite smooth and just nice, and I don't feel like any creams disrupted any of my base. I just feel like, I feel confident. I would happily go outside like this. I would love to go outside like this. I would go outside like this. I just feel like I've got a swimsuit model on a beach photo shoots kind of skin, you know. For eyes. I was very kindly sent number 4 Rose, number 5 Peach, and number 8 Pastel Frost. So let me show you those. These are the Snap palettes. They're so much smaller than I thought they were going to be. That's not a problem. Ow, that's actually a good thing. Real good travel palettes, and they snap together at the back very, very, very easily. And that's them. So like, this is the pastel one, and I'll put up some swatches on screen of this just now, just like with my phone, just to show you. I was very, very, very impressed by the metallicness of these. This is number 4 Rose. Is it Rose, I think? And again, hopefully I'm putting up swatches on the screen. So pretty. Good size mirroring as well. These feel really sturdy. This is number 5 Peach. I just love these really soft peachy mattes, especially. Isn't that lovely? Real nice packaging. It's just, yeah, sturdy. Chuck it in your makeup bag, take it away with you. Hopefully you're seeing the swatches. I think for the eyes we'll just go for like pretty smoky, but not like too intense. I think, you know, I do a lot of like dramatic eye looks, and today I just feel like being a bit more simple with it, I guess. I am gonna take my Rose palette, number 4, and dip into this very light pink here. I'm just gonna start by putting this in my crease. I guess I'm doing my eyes a bit differently to how I usually do them. That's okay. Didn't know if this would show up because I had to swatch this about 3 times with my hand to get like a good swatch, but it's definitely there. I've never tried Fenty eyeshadows before, and to be honest, I've never been like super excited by them, but swatching at least, I've been really impressed by the quality. And I feel like, you know, you don't really hear a lot of people talk about the eyeshadows that much. I think they, you know, they don't try and just release like super trendy palettes. Maybe that's why I don't really pay much attention to them. I'm gonna just put that along my lower lash line as well. Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep our whole vibe very pink. Today I've got a pink lip that I am dying to try. And then I'll just get a more kind of fine brush. This shade here is what I'm gonna go in with next, this lovely raspberry pink. Yeah, this doesn't have much kick up, or like almost none at all. I guess they feel quite firmly pressed. I'm going to start deepening up my eye. Very pigmented, considering how like how not much kick up and fallout there is. I'm surprised at how pigmented this is. I hope you don't mind that I'm not like doing a big fancy eye look. And I'll use that on my lower lash line as well. Fallout wouldn't be ideal because my skin is so unset. So far I'm not seeming to have any. Just blend a little bit more. These are blending very beautifully. I think if they brought out like a really trendy palette, say like a neon palette, like 18 shade kind of vibe, neons and brights and things like that, a lot more people would talk about their eyeshadows. Because to be honest, this quality is very impressive, and I thought just from how little I hear about them, they probably wouldn't be that good. But I'm literally having 0 issues. I'm going to grab this metallic here. It's picking up really nice on the brush. I'm going to put this all over the eyelid. It kind of like matches that. My crease shades really nicely actually. This isn't a super impressive metallic, it's just a metallic. It's kind of, I would say, quite a run-of-the-mill formula. It's got a sheen to it, but it's not like wham bam in your face, if you know what I mean. It's pretty, but if this was in a Makeup Revolution palette, I wouldn't question it, if you know what I mean. I'll try and like deepen this up ever so slightly with like this brown. It is kind of like a purpley brown, but it is brown. Pop it on like my outer corner, just blend it into the crease a little bit. I'm sorry, you know I'm not good at like coming up with looks on the spot, so just forgive me. Let's all just have an easy day of eyeshadow. That's nice. It's not overpowering the pink, but it's just kind of complementing it. And then I'll just grab a tiny bit more of that like true rose colour and just blend that out. Oh no, I'm doing a Melissa and I'm starting to drag it out a bit. Somebody stop me. Okay, I might just take this shade here just on my finger, press it a bit more on this outside. And I have to take this palette, number 8 Pastel Frost. I think I'll take this bright baby pink. I'm gonna try this on the, oh yeah, try it on the inner corner, and it works very well. I just drag that on like the front part here as well. Pop it under the brow while we're here. Okay, I'll just match up my other eye and keep the battery and stuff, and then we'll see like if I want to add any peaches or anything to it. Just very simple, but I don't know, I don't really feel like going mental today, you know. I smoked things out a bit more than I was gonna, but YOLO. I'm just gonna use a brown eyeliner. I think it'll be better than black. And I don't really want to go with pink because I feel like then I'll have pink eye. I'm feeling a little bit lackluster on like the center of the lids. I feel like they could be more. Let's try the really sparkly one. I'm gonna wet this because it's so textured. I feel like it's gonna have a lot of fallout. There's nothing wrong with these shadows. I'm not sitting here fussing because I'm like unhappy. I guess I'm just trying to add a little bit of depth. And I don't really have the tools to do that. But I mean, it's not like the shadows aren't performing or anything. I really like the glitter in this shade, it's very pretty. Tiny bit of fallout from packing that on. I mean, it's just a simple eye, but pretty. You know how much I want to add like blue. I don't think it's going to go though. Right, I'll go through on brows and lashes and then we'll come back and put a lip on. So that's brows and lashes on. Primark Sosu Paris lashes. Brows are a mess, but anyway, I've had this Fenty Beauty liquid lipstick for ages. It's like, I think it was my first Fenty product. It's in Uncensored, it's a red, it's the colour I get the most compliments on when I wear it, like for reds. And I love the formula and I've been desperate to try the shade in Unlocked, which, oh that's upside down, which is pink. I've got shaky hands. Yeah, I've been desperate to try it for ages and they sent it to me, so like I haven't even swatched it. Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited. We're on the swatches on all the different models of different skin tones. It looks sick. So we're gonna use this. Love the doe foot, love the formula, love this colour. Let's just get into it. I think the only like big complaint that I have is that they need a bigger shade range because the formula is just so lush. It lasts well, but it's really, like, it's not drying in any way. It's a really liquid, very watery formula, which is my favourite kind. I wouldn't think that looking at the applicator, which is like really rounded and a bit weird looking, that you could get a really precise shape, but actually I never use a lip liner with these. Well, with my red one. Look at that colour. That makes me very happy. I like it a lot. This is going to be weird, but I think I just need to do this just to kind of match up my face a bit more. I'm going to dip into these two matte pinks with my blush brush and just put on a little bit of pink. Just, I think I need to match up my face a little more. As much as I adore that peach, the rest of my face is super pink. I don't want to use like another brand, so. This lipstick is killing me with beautifulness. I'm gonna go brush my hair. You know what that means? We're at the end. We are at the end, and yeah, I'll go brush my hair and then I'll come back, we'll talk about things briefly. I don't want this video to be too long, but I'm finished. My hair is there, put my earrings on. We're done, finally. I say finally because I've been sitting here for like 8 hours. I have to say, I mean, this is not my favourite makeup look that I've done, but I wasn't expecting to do my favourite makeup look. I mean, I think if my eyes were like a little bit more me, then I'd be like utterly delighted, but I'm honestly really happy with everything. I don't think I tried anything today that I did not like. I would say standouts for me are probably the cream contour or the cream bronzer, but shade 1, and the liquid lipstick, the blush. I think that blush is like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, the colour, I know I put pink over the top, but it's only because I've gone for like a pink look. Oh, the highlighter was gorgeous as well. The more shiny, I mean, I'm happy with everything, to be honest. I was like hoping and expecting to like all of these products, and that's why I didn't want to use my Fenty foundation and concealer, because I don't love them and I wanted to like feel really happy with my makeup, and I'm glad I made that decision. I can't wait to just like put all this stuff in my collection, and now I can play with it more and just experiment more. And I'm just like, I feel like month to month I'm becoming a bigger fan of Fenty as a whole. I would love to see more eyeshadows from them because the quality was fantastic. I've literally got no issues with the quality at all. At all. I would just maybe like to see more kind of funky, cool colours, up to date, futuristic even from them. I feel like they could do that. But yeah, that is it from me. I don't feel like I need to say much. It was all good. Cream bronzer. I do really like it. I absolutely do. I think the formula was really nice. Would I use it every day? No, because it's just kind of an extra step. But for days when I'm doing more neutral, natural kind of looks, I can imagine myself using that over a powder bronzer. But yeah, it's not something I'll integrate every day. And I have to say, I didn't love the matchsticks in Pearl, just because I feel like it was just clear and didn't really do very much. But maybe that's the point. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be all for me today. I think I've talked enough, I've sat here enough, and I'm gonna go. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, really helps me out. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see me on your screens 3 times per week, and why would you not? And yeah, I am gonna piss off. Thank you for watching again, and I hope I'll catch you on the flip side. Oh, and another massive thank you to Tash for the bronzer and the blush, and to the PR company for all my other goodies. Okay, catch you on the flip side. Bye!
Tell me how to be closer to you. Tell me how, and I'll do it, babe. Cause I just wanna make you feel the way I do about you. So just tell me how, and I'll do it, babe.